This is Kim with Mom's Creative Moments.
And Emily.
Welcome back to our channel.
So today we are going to be starting on Mom's Yellowstone, Mom and Dad's Yellowstone trip that they took this beginning of June. Was it beginning of June?
Right after Mother's Day.
Right after Mother's Day. I'm date challenged in many ways. So we're going to be starting on that. My mom's having surgery soon, so I shall be her hands to the best of her ability. Well, to the best of my ability, I will be her hands. And we're going to...
We're practicing.
Yeah, we're going to stumble through this album together because I am the beginnerest of beginners. So
today we're going to be working through some fast formulas, and we're going to be cutting a lot of paper and getting ready for the so that when we get to the phase of this album that we are assembling layouts really quick and easy, we'll have all of our paper cut and ready to go. So Emily is just getting to know the trimmer and learning all about its nuances. And so it's going to be a little bit of an adventure, because those of you who remember when you were brand new to this, you remember it takes some trial and error sometimes, but
maybe a lot of trial and error.
She's going to get this. It's going to be
eventually.
Let's check out our workspace and we'll get started. All right, here's our workspace for today. And I have two separate groups of papers. There are 12 sheets in each of these stacks of paper. One is the designer, well, it's hard to explain because the Leave No Trace had two designer paper packs. So there are both designer paper packs here, minus a couple of papers that we talked about in the last 101.5 lesson. Plus, I've added these papers, 4 sheets that came from the Australian paper pack from a while ago. So that will make up the difference and give us 12 in this one and 12 in this one. And we're going to use 2 different fast formulas. There's only one small difference between the two, but this one comes from our Creative Memories 101 Scrapbooking Ideas and Sketches. So if you have this book, then you already have this 12-inch fast album formula. And what a fast album formula is, essentially, is it just cuts down your time having to decide on a different layout for every single page. It enables you to decorate your pages fairly simply and quickly, and it's very pretty, but a lot faster than most of the stuff that you're seeing me do in my Ireland book right now. So this is what we recommend for doing an album very, very quickly, and it turns out really nice and gets done really quickly, which is the point. Okay, so we're going to cut every single paper in this stack right here to this cutting guide, and Emily's going to do that for us because
I'm the beginner.
That's my job. Okay, so I'm going to say you're not going to take a full paper pack like this, 12 sheets, and cut it all at one time, but I would certainly do a couple of sheets at a time. You don't have to do just one at a time unless you're wanting to be super, super careful about it. Okay, when you have a pattern that's going across, try to keep in mind that whether you're going to want that pattern to be horizontal or vertical like this, whether you want your strips to be across like this or across like this.
Which way do you want them?
That's going to make a difference in how you cut your pages.
Our pages.
Our pages.
Are we doing, so you mentioned we're doing Where's the book? We're doing... Oh, where'd your sticky note go? Oh, there it is. We're doing these ones this way, but then we're doing these ones this way. Are we doing one paper pack one way and then the other paper pack another way?
Yes. So this paper pack we're going to cut according to the book.
Okay.
This paper pack we're going to cut according to my diagram right here, which is basically the same with the exception of one of the 3x12s I've cut down into some mats for photos.
She's rotated it and chopped a bunch of the pieces into pieces.
But for now, we're just going to concentrate on using this one.
Okay.
All right. And so
since this side has little cute other things on the side, I want to cut it with the stripes going this way. So in case we want to flip it and use that side.
Yep. And you can cut its second page that's exactly like it the same way, or you can cut it differently. Mm-hmm. But I try usually to cut it the same way just because then it makes it easier for me to do my 2-page layouts because I like 2-page layouts. So, a couple things. Oh, look at you. Okay, that works.
Because then I can see the little numbers over here.
But
and line up the little...
First, hold on a second.
But I'm excited.
I know you are. But you can't measure 2 inches on this side. And remember...
Sure I can.
You can't. Trust me.
Why not?
You have to use this measurement over here.
Oh,
okay,
fiddlesticks.
So,
but why?
It's because just the way they designed the trimmer.
Oh.
I don't know. Are you going to do more than one at a time, or do you want to do just one at a time?
You can do more than one at a time?
Yes, were you not listening?
Evidently not.
All right.
No, I want to do it one at a time.
All right. We're going to do one at a time for a minute while you figure this out.
See, look at how cute that is.
Okay, so make a pile of your 2-inch pieces. And I've already told Emily this, but I'm going to just let you guys know who are watching. See how it says 1x12 or punch with a Border Maker cartridge? You may not be able to read that from where you are, but maybe my editor can zoom in. We're going to cut both of these 1-inch strips as a 2-inch piece for right now because we want to be able to have the option to punch that.
The artistic flair.
And so we're going to, okay, well, hold on just a second. You've cut 3 2-inch pieces. Now you're going to cut 2 3-inch pieces.
Oh.
There you go.
Wait, did I cut one too many? I have 3 here. I got very excited. All right.
So these are your 3-inch pieces. So let's leave the 3-inch pieces on this side.
Oh, we're making piles.
Another thing I thought I would mention to you is you had said, I want to cut it this way so that it goes along with the pattern. And you'll notice that we didn't cut it that way. Oh, I thought
I was talking about the one on the back.
I thought you wanted to cut it so that you had a row of houses or a row of...
Oh!
Is that not what you were thinking?
I was wanting...
That's what I would have done.
Oh, well, we should have communicated better with that one.
We should have. One. Okay, so let's do the same thing you just did, only...
But that way.
With the paper oriented that way.
Mom, it's like
this is going to be so fun. All right. There you go.
Do you guys want to hear a joke?
Sorry, go ahead. Can you tell a joke and do this at the same time?
I can multitask. So a pirate walks into a bar one day with a paper towel on his head. And the barkeep was like, "Hey, why do you have a paper towel on your head?" And the pirate says, "There'd be a bounty on my head."
Oh my word.
How funny is that? There'd be a bounty. For those who don't know, a bounty is a kind of paper towel.
In the U.S.
In the United States of America. There we go, Mother.
All right. Good job.
If I haven't
This one doesn't have to be oriented any particular direction. Do you want to try doing 2 at a time?
Yes. At work, our paper cutter sucks. So doing 2 at a time is amazing to me.
All right.
I'm a rebel. Look at me now.
So typically I have people orient their paper cutter the other way.
Oh.
But for this,
I am a rebel.
Space. Yep.
Wait, what's on the other side of this one? Dudes, I love topographical maps. Look at how cool that is.
All right.
It was one of my favorite subjects in 5th grade. We had a bunch of cool topographical things, and then our teacher was like, "Hey, this is how high it is because the lines are closer together."
They always confused me. I could never try to figure them out.
Well, I never really enjoyed the calculation part, but I did enjoy the seeing the landscape in a new way, you know?
Mm-hmm.
See, I don't know about the whole cutting 2 at a time because I feel like my cuts are off.
All right, well, finish it just with 1 at a time.
Okay. Would this be a good way for a left-handed person to do their paper cutter?
Possibly.
I am not left-handed,
So
for anyone who wants to know.
I cut on both sides of my cutting line, depending on how big of a measurement I'm making. Because the idea is that you want as much of your paper to be against the shoulder of the trimmer so that it stays straight as possible. So when you're cutting more than 1 3/4, or I should say when you're cutting less than 1 3/4, it makes sense to scooch over this way so that you have more space. It makes sense to use the balance of your paper lined up against the shoulder to keep it straight.
What's the shoulder?
This little step right here.
Oh, okay.
It's at the top and the bottom of your trimmer. And it just allows you to keep your paper level.
That's very satisfying. You just slide it off. Do you have any good jokes, ladies? Anyone watching? Not even if you're a lady. If you're a gentleman, do you have a good joke? I like good jokes.
I know you do. This is going to take a while.
Dad may speed us up. Yeah. There's rocks on this side. We should do it this way. What do you call a line of rabbits hopping away? A receding hairline.
Oh my.
If anyone struggles with that, I'm sorry. It sucks. This may take a while.
Yeah, that's okay. You can fast forward it.
Wait.
All right, so as evidenced by, it does take a minute to cut all these pieces of paper, but you'll be glad that you did because as you go to put this together, they'll already be ready to go, and you can combine the different sizes to create lots of wonderful layouts. So, or borders and all different things. So you can run smaller sizes up like that. You can punch a border even and run it down. From this 2-inch piece, you can punch 2 borders with the border maker system, and then you'll have enough that you can do a border on either side of your layout, that kind of thing. So that's the thought behind all this, is that if you cut it all at once, then you can just run through and assemble. Now,
Avengers
assemble. Good job.
Does anyone else think of that? I do. All the time.
So in addition to all the cutting and the fun cutting guide that you get here, when you continue looking through this fun sketchbook that CM provided for us last year for the CM birthday, you also get several different sketches where you can use the different pieces that you're cutting. And so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different layouts that they show you being able to use these pieces. Sorry, you can't see all of them. But you can use all these different pieces to create all these different layouts. So the idea is that if you wanted to, you could sit down with your blank scrapbook pages and all of these after you've cut them, and you can assemble layout number 1, then layout number 2, then layout number 3, and then you can go through and just pop your pictures right into the spots that they have designated for photographs.
Pop goes the weasel.
So it really can be a very, very fast thing. Our version that we're doing, and we will video for you, is probably not as fast as what it could be, but it is going to be Sorry, I'm stumbling over my words.
Rah-rah.
It's going to be demonstrative.
Demonstrative.
Mm-hmm.
It's a fun word. It kind of sounds like a dinosaur. Demonstrative.
Yeah, it'll be
It'll
a
show.
good demonstration of what it's like for a newbie to put something like this together. Emily has been to Yellowstone, so she has an idea of what she's going to be seeing in the pictures that we're going to be putting on these pages. And I'm going to be sitting here and working through it with her. And part of the reason that we're starting this now is so that she can...
This way. What do you guys think? I think
across.
This way?
Yes.
But what do you mean? Why?
Why?
What?
Because you get better variance in the wood if in a strip that's like this.
I see. Okay, variety is the slice of life.
Yeah.
Okay.
In this
instance.
it is. Snorting is not allowed. Oh my word. That was not me.
Ladies, don't be ashamed if you snort when you laugh. It's adorable. Rah-rah.
Rah-rah. System.
Yeah! Good job, Mom. Way to cheer.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
You're almost to the end of one whole picture.
And I didn't even die.
And you didn't even die.
Look at that.
Ta-da!
Mom, I'm crafting!
You are crafting.
Usually I only craft in my own singular ways, like cross-stitching or painting terrible watercolor
pictures. That's why I'm so excited about this. What I was going to say is that this is sort of preparatory to my
what you gonna say, Mom?
my additional surgery, because I had my left hand done, but my right hand hasn't been done yet. So
my right hand.
Let me lay across the so when I have my right hand is my dominant hand, and so it has not been as stressful dealing with the fact that my left hand is
not broken,
is healing, because I have my right hand and I do most things with my right hand. But once I have my right hand worked on,
she's getting some work done.
It will be a little bit more tedious.
She will miss scrapbooking for you all.
Well,
but the fortunate thing of having so many children is that she can guilt trip us all into helping her.
There you go.
She bats those pretty little hazel eyes, and we go, okay.
Good job. All right, Mom. What can I do?
No. Also, I apologize for my flying monkeys comment from earlier when I did the first drawing. We are her minions, not her flying monkeys. She's not the Wicked Witch of the West. If anything, she is Elphaba at the beginning of the movie.
Well, if it haven't seen Wicked, then they wouldn't know that.
Well, then be cultured. Go see Wicked.
Go see Wicked.
All right. Look,
Right.
Mom, I cut them all. They're the same size.
Look at that. Isn't that amazing?
Now I have to do
so
another pack.
Now we're going to do another pack. And you're going to cut them similarly, but when you cut the 3-inch ones at the end, you're going to do an additional cut.
Can we trade the ones, these little houses that I didn't cut this way, for the ones where they're going to be horizontal?
Yeah. Right now it doesn't really matter which direction they're facing because we're going to flip them around however we want when we choose to use them. Okay, we're going to use
the Power Pocket!
A Power Project folder. These are cool if you've never seen these before. They have 2 really long pockets on one side. They have a horizontal pocket and 2 smaller pockets on this side that are perfect for embellishments, photos, mats, whatever you need to put in there. And then they have a gigantic pocket in the middle for full-size pages. So we're going to use one of these just to kind of keep things sorted. So we're going to put those down in this piece. Okay, we're going to put the group of 3-inch pieces in this side. We're going to put the group of 2-inch pieces in this side, and we're going to cut the additional pack of paper.
Y'all have probably seen this Power Pocket folder thingamajigger before, but it's pretty cool. It's got pockets coming out of the wazoo.
It is pretty cool. Yeah.
Let's see. I'm cutting these this way. That way. Right?
Well, flipper.
Oh, but it's the
over.
other side.
So, yes, this is a beautiful portrait, but basically this is of the Grand Canyon, and nothing in Yellowstone looks like this.
It really doesn't.
There is the Grand Canyon of Yellowstone National Park, but even that doesn't look like this. Well, I'm sitting here watching you cut paper one sheet at a time. So, yes, you're taking the fast right off of us.
I'm so sorry. I just don't want to do it wrong.
If Dad doesn't edit all this out, it'll be a miracle. All right, now this is off by quite a bit.
Mother, I don't know what I did.
Well,
I've been trying.
I'm pointing it out to you only because because other people struggle with this too. When you trim your paper, you have to make sure every cut is the same. So you want to make sure that the paper is right on the line, right on top of the measurement.
Oh, can you use like the little number to help orient yourself?
Sure.
That might help. I'll try again.
But you don't want to put it up to the 2 where you can still see the 2, because that's
you want to slice it in half.
And you don't want it just before the line either, because if it's just before the line, then after you've cut several pieces, you end up with a gap like this.
So should we cut off the excess of that one?
Well, when we use it, we'll figure it out. But I'm just pointing it out to you so that maybe then on the rest of them you can
do it right.
Be a little more careful.
Okie doke. Feels kind of like that. Do I want to cleave you in two before I know that you are
Okay, see how the paper is not quite to the
Well, I
line?
did the other ones that way.
Well, that's why you're ending up with 1/4 of an inch extra at the end.
Oh, fiddlesticks. Okay, well, let's scooch this one just a bit. All right. There you go, Mother.
Thank you.
Oh, that one didn't even cut. I didn't press hard enough, I think. Now I have to make sure my line is exactement. Ha ha ha! I did it!
So while we're finishing up cutting these, I just thought I would let you know if you're still watching the video or if you fast forwarded it to get to the end.
Oh no!
If any of you are interested, I have put together a pack to pretty pages for the perfectly.
Wait, a what?
This is
Say-
a tongue
A
twister.
tongue twister?
So some advisors call them pack to pretty pages, and basically that's a plan for a cutting. It's a cutting guide and directions to be able to do as many layouts as possible with one pack of paper and the embellishments that go along with it. And I took the Perfectly Patriotic pack that we just came out with and the sticker pack that went with it, and have created, with a little bit of additional cardstock, have created 5 2-page layouts that I'm pretty proud of. I think they were pretty cute. And so if you're interested in getting a copy of the plans for that or a kit to make those, I will have the information available at a link that will go with or be in the description of this video. So I also have created 2 double-page layouts to go along with the Olympics, and they use the Paris mini pack and stickers that just came out. So if you're interested in that, that is also available, and I can do a kit for you with all of the supplies, or I can just get you the PDF for it. But just let me know. There is a small fee involved, so if you take a look at the description, there'll be a link there where you can get more information. All right, so we're going to cut these into these mats. So 2 3x3 inch mats and 1 3x6 from each strip.
This
Go
is
for it.
3, and so now I'm just...
Yeah, so with a paper like this where the pattern is kind of all over and it's all over the same chaos, then it doesn't really matter how you want to
How you
cut it.
slice it and dice it?
But with some, and even with something like this that has a print all the way across, it doesn't really matter. But if there is a pattern where there's something specific on the wood, like here, halfway in the middle, which is what a 3x6 would be, halfway in the middle is going to cut right in the middle of the knot in the center of the wood, and then a 3x3 on either side would be totally fine. And the only difference that you could get, but like look at this one with the dirt. If you cut this one into a 3x3, you're going to get all these leaves, but the next one doesn't get hardly any, and the one that's 3x6 on this end doesn't have any at all. Unless you cut this one into a 3x6 and use these as your 3x3s, which actually might be a little bit better because it's going to be covered with a picture, and all you're going to see is the edge. The 3x6, if there's a pattern on it like this, you could use it as a journal box and put just a little bit of cardstock here and have this decorative paper as part of your design. So just something to think about.
Cool beans.
Yeah, these Power Project folders are awesome for containing your work in one place so that you can not have to stress about where you left something or...
It's stuck. Okay, there we go. I got it.
Good job.
Thank you.
You are welcome.
This one's going to go a little faster, I think.
Okay, so these are the layouts I've already put together. And the extra pages that we don't want to cut up. I'm going to set those right down in the middle, along with these laser borders, or laser pages that we can use. That's going to go in there too. And then the frames, and the embellishments, and the stickers.
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 What's wrong with these scissors? If anyone can name that movie, you get a gold star.
I don't know what movie that's from either. You'll have to tell me later. Okay.
We'll
So
put the-
stickers fit down here, but not as easily with their little baggie. But they fit better without the baggie. We'll stick those in there, and these frames will stick down in here. Awesome. All right, we are almost done. Whew. Almost.
The chocolate pretzels. The chocolate pretzel brick. He stole
Oh.
it.
The chocolate pretzels that melted all together and are stuck like a brick.
Okay, we're all done.
Yay!
Is that it? Am I a scrapbooker?
No, you're not a scrapbooker yet. Do you see finished pages in front of you? No.
If I use my imagination, I do.
The next time we meet to work on Yellowstone, we are going to start assembling some of these layouts, and
Wait, everything that I just did turns into those?
it'll turn into these or something along this line, or we can make it up as we go. But these are some sketches that
They
will
look sketchy.
that will make it really easy for you to put together really pretty, nice pages.
Someone really likes using the flower accents.
Yep. That means an embellishment. Anywhere there you see a flower is where you put a little cluster of embellishments. The lines mean that's where you can journal and tell the story about the photos that are on that page. And where it says title, you should have something in a little bit bolder print. You can use letter stickers, or you can write it, or you can use the Cricut to make your titles.
If you want to be fancy.
And it just lets your viewer know essentially what's on that layout.
Cool.
All right.
What's going on?
So that's next. Thanks so much for joining us today. I hope this has been beneficial and not just super long. And I hope that you'll tune in for future installments for our Yellowstone album that we're going to put together.
Yay.
Right?
Yes. Yes. I hope that y'all will all be patient with me and all of my little idiosyncrasies that may or may not be a little annoying. But I'll do my best to do my best.
She's going to do great. Thanks so much. Until next time, I hope you have many more creative moments. Make it a great day.
Yay.